Hello, and thanks for joining us on this HOA Leader video chat with two of our experts. My name is Gabriella Falisco, and today I'm joined by Alina Gilbert in Colorado and Brad Van Ruyen in Florida. And we are discussing the habits and qualities of the best board members. And Brad and Alina will share with us the most effective board members they've worked with and explain what those board members did or the skills they used to become so effective. So Alina, why don't you jump in first?
I find that the board members that are most successful at being board members are the ones who really treat it more like a business and don't take things personally. I think we all know that being on the board, you're going to get blamed for anything and everything that happens in the association, and you're never going to make 100% of the people happy 100% of the time. And so the most successful board members that I've seen are the ones that really understand that it isn't about them specifically and that everyone really has a common purpose. And so when people get angry or upset, these board members don't internalize it. Instead, they focus more on the facts and what's going on and diffusing that anger with explanation and with a discussion about how to move forward to, address the issues. So that's for me, some great qualities of board members.
Have you seen this in action? Can you give us an example of something in real life that you thought, oh, that was a good one?
Yeah, I have a board that's extremely good at that. And there was a meeting. This is a large master community, and there were concerns about criminal activity. And there were homeowners who showed up, and it started off with them basically saying, board, you didn't do your job. You're bad. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And, the board president, who is actually a pretty savvy businessman, he said, I totally understand. If I was in your shoes, I'd feel exactly the same way. Let me explain to you kind of what's been happening in the background and what the association's authority is and how we've been trying to use that to address these concerns. By the time he was done, he had diffused the anger, and now the homeowners were like, okay, well, what should we be doing now to kind of push this forward?
Great.
So it was a good conversation that could have gone in a very different direction.
Right. Brad, what do you think on this front?
I think for a good quality for board members is really to put the community first. A lot of board members, I think, have a desire to do a good job for the community. And sometimes they can go down rabbit holes and they can go in directions that sometimes are self-serving or are serving of a select few in the community, not the whole community as a whole. The board has a fiduciary responsibility to maintain the association and also look to the future of the association. And then by putting the association first, they need to be looking not only at it from a financial aspect, but about how they compare to other communities in their neighboring community. And as communities become more and more aged, they need to start looking at things that are going to bring up the communities to a more modern standard. Things like signage, access to technology, bringing in fiber or better internet service or different telecommunication services into the community. Also looking at the common elements. How do our common elements compare to newer communities that may be coming up in the surrounding area? And making an investment, it doesn't have to be an investment today, but planning for a future investment to raise the standard of those features so that they can be comparable to newer communities.
Great. Well, thanks for sharing your quick takes on the topic. And listeners, thanks for joining us. And we'll hope you will join us again next month.